welcome to today's vlog. My name's Marie if you're new to my channel. I'm British but I do live in Dallas. After living in Vegas for 27 years, it was time for a change, and Thanksgiving week we decided to move to Dallas. Once a week I put out a vlog, and every Sunday I do a collaboration with two other British ladies. That's Tina from Tina's Talk Time and Maria from Maria Crocker. I'll link their two channels in my description box. Every Sunday we pick a completely different topic. So if you're over 50, you like food, you like fashion, you like fun, it might be something that you're interested in. Anyway, for today, this is a vlog. So join me for a couple of days living in Dallas. I'm starting off the day the right way with donuts. I'm gonna go home and make a fancy coffee. So I've made myself my little coffee. I'm gonna take my donut and go sit down and watch half hour of YouTube. I need to show you, I got some brand new bar stools. Last night I went to the store. What do you think? The old ones are sitting over there, so they're more industrial and they've served us really well. We had them for 10 years in our Vegas home. We could fit 4 of those under the counter, but these are a lot wider. And so I got 3. They were $200 each, and I got them from HomeSense. And I'm really, really happy with them. And it almost matches the same color wood as the chairs and the little bench over there. So it's coming together slowly but surely. So last night I went out late night shopping by myself. My husband was bowling. He's joined a league. It's towards the end of their league and one of their team members dropped out, so he stepped in. So now he's on a league. I decided to go shopping by myself and explore another part of Dallas, but that's where I bought those bar stools from, was Home Goods. And whilst I was out and about, I also picked up a big bottle of conditioner, and I've gone for the brand of Joico. It was $19.99. and it's volumizing conditioner for plush, long-lasting fullness, which is what I want. I have to back comb this to make it look fuller than what it is. Normally it's a really thin ponytail like that, and so I have to back comb it. It always looks messy, so I thought, let me see if I can get some sort of fullness. It has a really nice fruity smell, so I'm gonna try that, see if that helps out any. I also am running out of day moisturizer, so I thought I'll go try something new. Now this particular Home Goods didn't have a very big Korean section, and I love looking through the Korean stuff. Can't read what it says. Sometimes it'll have a little bit of English on there, but I do like to try those products. But this one isn't a Korean one. It's a brand called Del Fonte Milano. It sounds Italian. Oh yeah, so it's goat milk from the Italian Alps, day cream with hyaluronic acid. It's moisturizing and firming. So yeah, this one is actually made in Italy. This was $5.99, reduced down from $8. So that's not bad. So I'm going to give that a go. In fact, shall I just open it now? I've got a few days worth of moisturizer left, but when I saw this, I thought, let me pick it up now, because if I don't, I'm going to forget. Let's see if it has a scent. I don't actually care for the scent of goat's milk. I've had goat's milk bar of soap before, and I didn't like it. I liked the way it felt, but I didn't like the scent of it. Oh, actually, oh, that's a really nice delicate scent. Now that's floral. I like that. Let's put a little bit on, see how it feels. Actually, this feels like the same kind of moisturizer that I'm using at the moment. Yeah, that's nice. Oh, I'm glad I bought this one. It was a toss-up between this and another one. I ended up going for this one. My morning routine is cleanse with the Neutrogena Hydro Boost Triple Micellar Water. Oh, you know what? I had a subscriber suggest use micellar water to clean my bag. They said that what is that little pad that I said that I was going to use to clean my bag? It has the bold guy and he's crossing his arms like this. and it's a little white pad, kind of reminds me of a chalkboard eraser. I was going to use that to clean my bag, and she said, no, don't do that because it's going to scratch your bag. Use micellar water. I haven't done that yet, so I'm going to use that and let you know if it works or not. So after that, anyway, I then put on my multi-peptide ginseng toner. Now this is Korean, and I did get this from TJ Maxx. I love this one. And then I put on the hyaluronic and PGA 2% face serum by Minimalist. That's that. I also got that from TJ Maxx. And then I put on my moisturizer, which will soon be obviously this one. So anyway, that's my morning routine. I then bought a pair of linen pants. I didn't try them on, but I like the color. Oh, so the brand is Tahari. It's 100% linen, size large, from TJ Maxx, $19.99. That's the brand, Tahari. And it's this color. Oh, it's like a mushy pea green. I like this a lot. So wide-legged, and I don't know if these are for taller people and they're supposed to be 3/4 length, because this doesn't say petite on here at all, but they come right down to my ankle. So I'm going to assume these were supposed to be 3/4 lengths, but for me, they're full length. But yes, I'm very happy with these. They have a little pocket. I'll do a little try on later, maybe, if I remember. I've just got to try and figure out what top I want to pair with this. Maybe that white lacy top that I got in my last week's vlog. That I think actually would look quite cute. And then lastly, I picked up, and these I do need to try on. I need to try them on today before I go out actually. Size 7. They were on sale, $22 down from $55. These are Reeboks, a pair of little Reebok shoes. So I got these to wear around work. These are 7. I tried on this exact same pair a week ago in a 7.5, and they were too big. So I'm hoping these will fit. In fact, I probably will wear them out today because I need to wear them in if I am going to wear them as my little work shoes. The weather here, it looks like it's going to rain, but where we're going, it might not rain. So I think wearing suede, taking a bit of a chance, but I'll try them on first. Well, I've just driven to downtown Plano, and I've pulled up outside a farmer's market that looks so pretty. It's full of flowers. I might have to buy some if the prices are good. There looks like a little park over here that's so sweet. And it looks like a little tram over there. So yeah, we're gonna have to go do some investigating. Here's a little farmer's market. I thought it was a cute idea for a truck. They got lights inside the cabin. It's really cute. These are pretty with the yellow and white mixed together. No idea what granulated honey is and what you would even do with it. And then there's pure bee pollen. I'm gonna have to look that up because I don't know what you do with that. Plano Downtown Historic District has been placed on the National Register of Historic Places by the United States Department of the Interior on July 24th, 2017. So we've got like a little stage area here that they do shows in the evening. I like these little, the butt stop here, ashtrays. They don't want folks smoking in their little plaza area. Here's a nice little pub, the Fillmore Pub. Might have to come here one day. This is a really nice retro building, and they've even got a disco ball right on the very top. But this is actually a hair salon. Got a dessert restaurant, little clothing store, and a steak company. Now this looks like a place I could come to, Shala Yoga Loft. Look at the building, I just love all this brickwork, and it has lights running along the top. It has this gorgeous chandelier inside. There is a class going on at the moment, so I don't want to video that. And right next door is Lemmy Coffee. But I love the old brickwork for the roads and just all these old buildings. That has a roof garden up top. That is nice. That's a restaurant, Urban Crust. Oh, that's the pizzeria. I think I'm gonna have to come back here with the husband. I'm not sure what this is, Event 1013, but I like this ironwork that they've got on the side of the doors. Alternative Urban Upscale Event 1013. I'm loving all these historic districts that have their murals. I come from a town in England called Swindon that was known for their murals. In fact, one of our famous artists just recently passed away. I think it was last month. So this is downtown Plano station. I'm just gonna have a little wander. And I think, oh, let's go to the tram. Here is the free little railway museum. And there is one of your trams. Well, actually, I don't know if that's considered a tram or whether that is an old railway carriage. I think that's an old railway carriage, to be honest. And the Texas Star. Okay, tell me, is that rhubarb? Because that looks like rhubarb to me. Squirrel! Oh, he's having his lunch. There's another one over there. This area of Dallas is full of squirrels. When I go to my friend's house, I see 3 or 4 on our street. There's 2 more there. One and one kind of behind him. Oh my gosh, they're so cute when they eat. I don't want to scare him off. I wish I could zoom in closer. Hello. Are you friendly? I'm gonna assume the squirrels are eating these. These are acorns, aren't they? I think so. So I think this is what the squirrels are eating. I think that's an acorn tree.
Around me, yeah, let it sink in.
I'm going to make myself a matcha drink. If you're new to matcha, let me just explain real quick. You can drink matcha hot or cold. I usually drink mine cold. I think it has a nicer flavour cold to me versus hot. But this one is a little bit different because this has the collagen mixed in with the matcha. I'm gonna explain some of the benefits to matcha because this really is like one of those power foods. And matcha is the green tea leaf pulverized basically. So let me show you how I make matcha. I'm gonna take a heaped teaspoon of matcha, put that in. I'm gonna add my milk next and I mix it up just a little bit and then I add the honey. So I just do a little bit of milk. Now I use a whisk. I was thinking about getting one of those little fancy matcha They're like wooden brushes that you mix it yourself. Just mix this up. It's good to use a see-through glass bottom so you can see that the powder is all mixed up. Now you don't have to add honey or sweetener. That is just a preference. I do prefer it a little bit sweet. So I'm just gonna add some honey. Mix that up. Now to get the best benefits of matcha, you want to drink it first thing in the morning on an empty stomach. Now I make my matcha drinks per colour. This is the colour that I like. Now if you go to somewhere like Starbucks, they're going to make it a lot darker, a lot stronger. I always have to ask for 2 scoops of matcha and 2 pumps of sweetener. That's a really nice creamy matcha. So some of the key benefits of drinking matcha and collagen together, you will find that you will have radiant skin. It will give you a calm energy and you'll be able to focus more. It helps with joint and muscle health, gut health and metabolism, and it will help your hair and nail growth. So this was gifted to me by a company called FKRO. They are going to be listed in my description box if you'd like to order some. It's matcha and collagen together. Highly recommend. Let's see if I see a difference in my skin in a few weeks. Cordless wall LED sconce, adjustable brightness, multiple colours, rechargeable built-in timer, wall mountable, included remote, charging cable included. I'm not sure how these work. You have to like plug them in, and so you have a lead hanging down your wall when you're charging it. I'm honestly a bit confused by these. Long-lasting rechargeable battery allows up to hours of usage before needing charged. Yeah, I guess you do have to plug them in and have the lead hang down the wall. They're nice though. These are nice. These are battery. Fancy. Cute little plastic dishes for outdoors. What is that? Juicy mandarin. That actually smells really nice. Hi, I'm at Lowe's now. I just thought I'd pop out and have a wander around the garden section. I was beginning to wonder whether these garden centres were actually going to ever get any plants, and I can't tell you how many plants they have today. It's absolutely rammed full, but it's pretty busy down there. But at the moment I'm just looking around the bricks and the stones, trying to get some inspiration. There's a colour stone that I really like, but I'm thinking I want it for edging to go around the flower beds at the front, but it's a bit of an odd shape and I don't know how I would cut it and shape it to go like round an angle. I'll show you what I mean. But they have these bricks here for edging, and that would be those ones there. And then they have these ones for edging like so. But I don't like these colours. You've got like the darker brown, then you've got the mottled brown and grey, then you have the grey. And then you have these ones that have the red mustard and grey. These are the ones that I like. These kind of give me the Cotswold stone vibe. I like the texture on them, but they're just a funny shape. And there's no picture to show whether it can be used as edging. I mean, I'm sure it can. I just wouldn't know how to go around a corner with them. I also like this style, but again, I'm not crazy on this colour. I prefer the the lighter Cotswold colour. But you can build like different shapes of borders, and that's actually, I think, a bench. Again, this is the grey. Well, I'm just trying to get ideas at the moment. These are beautiful. Oh, back from Lowe's. I've been in the garden. I've planted 2 more plants. I bought a few because they were on sale and there were some pretty good deals, I have to tell you. I don't understand why they put certain flowers on clearance, because obviously some, they look like they're not doing well. There's dead parts on them. But let me show you some of the ones that I got today, and you tell me whether they look like they're on their way out. Some of them I got them for more than 50% off. So firstly, this hydrangea, that was 50% off. So I got that for about $8. Some of these plants, I actually don't know what they are. I mean, the flowers are dead, but the plant isn't dead on that one. Again, we've got some new buds. Not sure what colour this one's going to be. It's a vine. And then we got some white ones here. These 2 weren't on clearance, but they were on sale. It was buy 2 for $10. So these are really pretty. We got pretty pink and then a gorgeous yellow all in one plant there. And then the purple ones in the back. I got 2 of these, and then these 2 were $1 each. So you remember these 4 that I did the other day? They look like they're doing really well, especially that one. That one's almost doubled in size. But I've added these 2. So we got white in the back. That's going to grow a bit bigger than this one, even though this one's taller at the moment. That one should grow taller. So I've put that one in the back. So we've got 6 flowers now. And as you can see, I've got my coffee grounds and eggshells in there. And these are the Aldi plants. We've definitely got some greenery going on in that one. And then we have some green right there. It's not a very good video, I'm sorry, but yeah, we'll have to keep our eye on this one. So if you remember, oh gosh, I don't know if it was last week's vlog or the week before, I had mentioned that my husband was trying to stop me from putting any plants or flowers in the back garden. He just wants grass. And I said, no. I said, one of the reasons we moved to Texas because I love gardening and I want flowers in the back. I want to be able to sit here and look outside and look at all the plants and flowers. So I'm going to put some out there. Anyway, I started off with the 4. I added 2 today and he was outside drinking a drink. And he came in, he said, so is that it now? Is that the planting done? I said, no, all those ones in the garage need to go in the back too. He was like, oh. So I was hoping he wasn't going to notice, but I'll have to add them slowly. Every time he goes bowling, I'll add 2 more to the back garden. But yeah, no, I've got plans. Actually, I do have a plan that I can show you. It's just a really, really rough draft, but I'll pull it up on the screen and show you guys. This really is my first draft and just a rough draft, and obviously it's also not to scale because what the arrow is pointing at is a covered patio, which actually would be rectangular, not square, and that's where we would put some furniture to sit and lounge and also a big rectangle dining table. So I have plants all around the edge, and then I have a tree in the corner, and I'm probably going to put a tree in the other corner too. This will be a water feature. Going to be a circular gravelled area with seating around a fire pit. We have another seating area around a coffee table on some crazy paving slabs. So here we have some paving going around to the side of the house, and above it we have an archway with kind of like a pergola situation, so you walk underneath it to get to the side of the house. And obviously I'm going to have some planting growing up above the pergola. Here we have some raised flower beds. that is my rough plan. Now, I've only drawn it up once. I'm sure it's going to change several times, but that's my idea. I asked my husband for input and he said, oh, let's just keep it grass. But I know over time he'll probably want some shade out there. So I think the first thing that we really need to do is get a patio laid and a patio cover, so then we can see how much space we've got left to play with. But for the meantime, I can add the flowers around the side because that wouldn't get in the way of any workman coming in to lay a patio. But yeah, like I said, that is the first draft. I've got some pictures that I've saved on Pinterest for inspiration, like the color schemes. If you've got any ideas, let me know. My friend did ask me, are you not going to have a pool? No, we're not going to have a pool in this house. I did contemplate a hot tub, but I really don't want the upkeep. We have a community swimming pool. I showed it, I think, oh gosh, probably about 2 months ago in a vlog, that we can use, and it's a really nice swimming pool and it's free to use. So in this house, no, I don't think we're going to have a pool or a hot tub, but a water feature would be nice because I like the sound of water. So yeah, but we'll see how it all pans out. I'm just outside bringing some more of my plants to sit in the sun. The ones that were in the garage on the floor. Oh, they look amazing. Again, I just don't understand why they were so greatly reduced, because there's really nothing wrong with them. And the one that was, you know, that one that was looking a bit droopy earlier, look, it's come right back to life. And you can see now this is really starting to grow. I'm so excited. Anywho, I wanted to share a pair of shoes that I'm wearing out in the garden. It's these. They are 3D printed shoes, and I was really intrigued. This company reached out to me and they said, would you like to try a pair? Well, I have a friend that has a 3D printer, and one year she decided to make all our group of friends a Christmas decoration with a 3D printer, and I just thought it was the coolest thing. They're very expensive piece of equipment, I can tell you, but yeah, when this company reached out to me and said, would you like a pair of 3D printed shoes? I said, yes, I want to try these. I was really intrigued to see how comfortable they would actually be. Now, you might have seen that I made a short video during the week. This is what they look like. They come in different styles and different colours, but they are so lightweight. I mean, look how floppy and easy they are. They bend in half. I can probably bend it with one hand, but there you go. So you can pop them in a handbag, and they are comfy. They are really, really comfy. It's like walking on wet sand. You know how your feet just sinks into wet sand? And I thought they would be perfect for being in the garden. My neighbour's mowing their grass right now. Oh my gosh, it's a sound I haven't heard in a long time. But I thought they'd be comfortable to wear in the garden, but also for the gym to wear in the sauna. So I jumped at the chance of trying these out, and I'm really, really happy with them. If it's something you think you might be interested in, I'm going to include their website in my description box, but I can tell you they are really, really comfortable. I know when I used to be an extra in movies in Vegas, we'd have to stand for hours and hours in high heel shoes. Oh my gosh, by the end of the night, after like a 10-hour shift of wearing high heels, you just wanted to take those heels off and wear something comfy. If I had had these, I would have taken these on set with me, because there was periods of times where you would have to walk from the holding area onto the set, which, oh my gosh, sometimes it was such a hike, and you'd have to go back and forth in between filming takes, and your feet were killing, and you'd see some of these girls in 10-inch heels just struggling, and they would take them off and walk barefoot in the casino floors. If I had a pair of these, I would have worn these for sure. Yeah, and if you own a pair, drop a comment in the comment box and let me know how comfortable from a 1 to 10 you think they are. For me, these are a 10. my husband came out and he mowed our grass. I think he felt bad because the neighbour was mowing his grass. Well, I've put the rest of the plants in, so I've extended this. I would say this is probably about 8 foot now. Whew. So I realise as things grow, I'm probably going to have to move things around slightly. But you can see all those eggshells there. But so far, I'm happy with what we got. This one is really pretty. In fact, it's got 2 different colours on one plant. I think that's stunning. Anywho, at some point, I'm going to have to put a tree in front of these. So I'm going to have to like bring this out and go round and just, you know, I just did it, keep it simple. You know, I've got to make these changes slowly. But I wanted a tree to hide that when you're sitting inside the living room. I don't have to look at that. And then obviously I want a tree in the corner to grow here and then create a shade for a fire pit area right here. If you remember my plans that I showed you earlier. But yeah, it'll come together bit by bit, but the grass looks nice and green now. Very happy. And I stuck these little ones in here. There we go. So for now, I think I'm going to end this vlog. I did ask a question on my poll, on my post. What's the perfect length of a vlog that you like to watch? Is it 15 minutes, half an hour, 45 minutes, or an hour, and half an hour one? And when I watch a vlog, I like to watch between 30 minutes and 40 minutes, unless it's a really fun-filled one, and then I'll watch for an hour. But yeah, so I'm trying to stick around that time frame of between 30 and 40 minutes. So anyway, we are going to go to the grocery store because I think he might be barbecuing some steaks tonight. And if he does, I will include that on next week's vlog. So still for now, I'm keeping it on Mondays. I'm going to be working 4 days next week, so that's going to be interesting. Thanks so much for watching. Consider hyping and subscribing if you haven't already, and I really appreciate it. I will see you on Sunday. Thanks so much. Bye from me. Bye.